All right, welcome back. Lesson 11. So in the previous lesson, we worked with the MIDI effect rack and we created this little guy here. I'm going to delete this and we are going to start over with a new idea. We're going to look at MIDI effect racks, specifically pertaining to MIDI effect chains within the racks. And let me see, we won't need this guy right now. So let me go back to MIDI effects. And let's start with a chord here. Yeah, let's go ahead and create a chord. Okay. So let's get the chord and we'll put it in front here. And let's see, +7. +12. +3. And I've got the same clip we were using before, but I think what I'm going to do is change that up a little bit so we don't get too bored with hearing similar patterns. Let's try something like this. Get rid of these guys. So now we've got the chord effect coming through, creating that nice chord sound for us. Let's see what else we continue to add to that. Let's add, let's add in a random right before the chord. So give it a different voicing here. And again, we want to go ahead and maybe look at putting a scale on that. So I'll go back to our C minor. We'll put that after the chord, forcing everything into the scale. And one of the things you want to consider when you're looking at these effects and the organization and how you play them is if I was to move this random after the chord, it's going to give it a different voicing. Still sound musical, but a completely different voicing. All right, so always consider that. So what I'm going to do is highlight all three of them. Select the first one, hold shift, get the last one. Right click and group. Now what that's going to allow me to do is open up over here the MIDI effect rack, and we've got a chain here. We want to go ahead and duplicate this guy, make a second copy, and we'll make some variations to our second chain. Let's say we can add a pitch. It sounds like a good idea. So let's add a pitch at the end of this guy. So the second chain now has a pitch. We'll move that up an octave, +12. So we've got a higher voicing there than we do here. And let's see what else we can add here. We can, let's see. Let's duplicate. Let's go ahead and duplicate this guy. And on our pitch on this one, we will go plus 24. And we will get rid of the chords on this one. Giving us a nice higher frequency, a higher layer to the whole sound. But also what I want to do is look at note length for this higher sound. Let's add a note length into that chain. Giving that higher element just a little bit better creative sound and, you know, different frequency range with the note length here. So what else can we do here? We can duplicate this bad boy one more time. Actually, that one I'm going to delete. I'm going to go to the top one. Let's go to the top one. Let's duplicate this guy. And now we can add a pitch again to the second one. And we'll bring it down 12. Sorry about that. A little bit of a sneeze coming on there. All right, so let's hear what we've got now. And I have yet to name any of these, so let's go ahead and do that. So this one will be, this guy will be the root. And this guy will be -12. And we've got +12. And I just kind of the length, I guess. Length. Let me put a limiter on this master channel. Some of these frequencies can get a little out of control, so we want to make sure we've keeping everything tamed up here a little bit. There we go. All right, so back to our MIDI effects. So we've got, if you look at what we've got, and essentially we've got 3 notes playing, and we've got a really dynamic sound that we've created throughout the course here. So, and all by just using the power of effects racks and racks in general. So, let's move on to the next lesson and continue to see what we can work with within our racks.